Have you ever pondered about the boundaries of free speech? How about a law that once punished profanity in public? Let's rewind to the mid-20th century in Virginia Beach, a time when the city decided to put a leash on the language of its citizens. The no cursing law was established in the 1950s, a time of decorum and propriety when public displays of vulgarity were deemed unacceptable. This law was not about stifling free speech, but rather aimed at promoting civility and respect among the community members. It was a unique piece of legislation that reflected the social norms and values of that era. It held a simple rule: no profanity in public. With this, Virginia Beach sent a clear message: civility in language matters. A controversial decision indeed that stirred conversations around the First Amendment rights. And so, the no cursing law was born, a law that would soon face challenges and ultimately change. From its inception, the no cursing law wasn't without opposition. Let's delve into some court cases that challenged it. One of the notable cases was brought forth by a group of free speech advocates in the late 90s. They argued that the law was a violation of the First Amendment right to free speech. The defense, on the other hand, argued that the law was necessary to maintain public decorum and prevent disorderly conduct. However, the court sided with the plaintiffs, stating that the law was overly broad and had the potential to stifle free expression. Fast forward to the year 2008. A man was fined for cursing in a public place. He took his case to court, arguing that his words were not meant to incite violence or cause a public disturbance, but were simply an expression of his frustration. The defense maintained that the law was not about censoring speech, but maintaining a civil society. Despite their arguments, the court ruled in favor of the man, stating that the law was too subjective and could be used arbitrarily to suppress free speech. Then in 2020, a landmark case was brought before the Supreme Court. The plaintiffs argued that the law was unconstitutional, as it violated the First Amendment rights. The defense held that the law was necessary for maintaining public order. However, the Supreme Court ruled in favor of the plaintiffs, stating that the law was indeed a violation of free speech. These court cases were instrumental in shaping the future of the no cursing law, leading to the inevitable: its repeal. Fast forward to the present day, the no cursing law is no more. But how did that come about? Well, after years of controversy and countless legal challenges, the no cursing law was finally repealed in early 2024. The decision was driven by a combination of societal shifts and legal considerations. On one hand, the public sentiment had gradually shifted, with many viewing such a law as outdated and inconsistent with the values of free speech. On the other hand, legal experts argued that the law was too broad and could be used to unfairly target certain individuals or groups. After much deliberation, the Virginia Beach City Council voted in favor of repealing the law, citing these concerns as well as the practical difficulties in enforcing such a regulation. The repeal marked a significant moment in the city's history, signaling a renewed commitment to uphold the principles of free speech. And so, the no cursing law in Virginia Beach became a part of history, leaving us with intriguing insights about free speech and its boundaries. In a nutshell, the journey of the no cursing law is a fascinating tale of free speech, law, and society. Born in Virginia Beach, this unique piece of legislation faced numerous legal challenges throughout its existence, underscoring the constant tug-of-war between societal norms and the fundamental right to express oneself. Ultimately repealed, its legacy prompts us to ponder. It makes us reflect. What's the line between maintaining public decorum and preserving the sanctity of free speech? The answer, as always, is in the balance.